Immediately following a meeting between the Chinese Premier Li Qiang and Taoiseach Leo Varadkar today in Dublin. This is the first time such a high-ranking Chinese official has visited Ireland since 2015. Human rights, global conflicts and climate change were also discussed.
A frosty morning at Áras an Uachtaráin for the arrival of Chinese Premier Li Qiang, China's second in command. The traditional Chinese greeting as he was welcomed by President Michael D. Higgins and his wife Sabina. They discussed climate change, global insecurity and global poverty. Then it was over to Fáilte for the tête-à-tête with Taoiseach Leo Varadkar and a Defence Forces Guard of Honour. The Chinese Premier is on a charm offensive to spread the message that China is open for business, amid concern about an economic slowdown and a move by the EU to de-risk its relationship with Beijing. A tightly controlled event meant no media questions were allowed, but Mr. Li briefly spoke publicly.
Our two sides have had solid progress in the political, in the economic, trade, science and technology, and people-to-people and cultural fields.
After a meeting with the Taoiseach, a breakthrough on the resumption of beef exports to China following a 2-month suspension.
So they've accepted our scientific data that the BSE case was an atypical case, and that allows us to reopen that export market, which is important for Irish farmers, for the food industry.
The two also discussed the wars in Ukraine and the Middle East. But while the Taoiseach said Ireland wants a strong relationship with China, he said the two countries do not agree on everything. Taoiseach Leo Varadkar said he raised human rights with the Chinese Premier and its treatment of populations in Xinjiang, Tibet, Macau and Hong Kong. He said it was important that it was discussed, and he said that while China had a different perspective on the facts, it would stay on the agenda. Sandra Hurley, RTE News, Fáilte.